So after reviewing the new dietary guidelines, here are 3 concerns that stand out. All right, so first, the new guidelines now encourage more animal fats like butter and beef tallow. But here's the problem. Human research consistently shows that higher saturated fat intake actually increases heart disease when compared to unsaturated fats like oils. And what's even more confusing is that they still say to keep saturated fat under 10% of calories and admit that more research is needed. So they're promoting these animal fats while saying that the science isn't actually clear. So there's a lot of contradictions in this part. Now, the next thing isn't that big of a deal, but the sodium cap stays at 2,300 milligrams per day. Now, for people with healthy kidneys, excess sodium gets filtered out. So the real issue isn't salt. It's usually just that high sodium diets are associated with ultra processed foods. So it's a correlation without causation. But adding salt to whole foods can actually help people eat better because it makes those whole foods more palatable without increasing calories by adding extra sugar or oils. So it's actually going to create a healthier diet by encouraging the use of salt during cooking. And finally, they mentioned that you should avoid all artificial sweeteners. But that recommendation is largely based on animal studies like mice and rats, not actual human RCTs, which is really annoying. In fact, in humans, artificial sweeteners have actually been shown to help reduce sugar intake and support weight loss, which is ironic because reducing sugar is actually one of the main goals of these guidelines. So it's just another example of how they contradict themselves while ignoring the science that's right in front of them. But in the end, dietary guidelines are meant to offer general guidance, not strict rules. What matters most is choosing an approach that focuses on whole foods and fits your individual needs and goals.